and welcome back to another new video. Oh, what's that behind me? You want to know? So I bought a printer. I am so excited to officially announce that I am going to be launching small art prints and bookmarks on my shop. It is going to be my biggest shop update ever. I've never offered physical products before, but I've always wanted to. And like I said before, this is the year of finally doing the thing that we've always wanted to do. So I have finally bought myself a printer and I'm going to bring you guys along for the entire journey. It's probably going to be a long video. I hope you are excited because I'm super excited, and we're gonna figure it all out together, setting up my printer, reorganizing my office, picking out what the collections are gonna be, the works, you know, everything. So I hope you're excited and let's get into it. So obviously I had to buy the printer first, and I did record a little bit of me going and just looking at the different display options that they had. Picked out. I got it the other day. I was super excited to pick it up from Best Buy, but I picked out an EcoTank Epson printer because I felt like it had really good reviews, and the EcoTank ink cartridges would be a really good investment for my kind of needs. So excited to set up the printer. I flipped over the setup instructions after I filled the ink, and it was like, okay, load your paper. I forgot to buy paper. And this thing, it yells at me every single time I even close the app. It's like, keep iPhone nearby, don't close the app. But I'm gonna have to go buy paper, so let's go do that. All set up. So I've got my first little test print here, and I've got my plain paper loaded as well as some cardstock for any testing that I want to do. But for tonight, I am just giving myself a first task to print out little thumbnails of all of my art that's currently on my store. Since I want to offer art prints and bookmarks, I don't want to offer them all as individual listings. I want to create bundles. So I need to decide what's gonna go in what bundle, and I feel like it would just be fun to print out little thumbnail versions of everything that's on my store and kind of mix and match and see what looks good with each other, and really just because it would be fun to print them out and cut them up and play with them. So that is what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm sat here and I'm like rearranging and moving all of these different samples that I've printed. I think in my head I'm just picturing the bookmarks right now because I want to do bundle listings, but obviously I can't bundle all of them into one because that's overwhelming. So I'm trying to break them into categories to figure out how I'm doing this. So off to the side here, I have the 4 that I really like so far that stood out as like easy to bundle. So like it would be bookmark bundles of 3, or you could just select one of the designs and they fall into like easy categories. And then these ones over here are kind of like the I like them and I think they would be cute as bookmarks. But I can't figure out like a category to bundle them in. And honestly, I might just do like silly, goofy, random. Like, I don't know, like a big, fun, like random bundle. I don't know, man. And then up at the top, I have the swirl paintings, which I feel like are gonna be my personal favorites to use as bookmarks because my bookmarks, I usually prefer like plain ones. I could come over here and grab my spare bookmarks and show you. Like, these are some watercolor ones that I've made. That these are like ones that I use interchangeably when I'm reading. So I like tend to gravitate more towards like solid colors and patterns. And that's why I think I'm gonna like the swirl ones personally, but I am really excited to see what you guys are gonna like and what the favorites are gonna be. Tomorrow, my goal is to do some test prints on the actual nice paper instead of my like bad like copy paper or thumbnail prints, and start doing some scaling. Okay, it has actually been a few days since I've recorded. I'm still trying to get the groove of this whole thing, and I work 2 other jobs and they have been very busy and they are the ones that pay the bills. So I've had to kind of prioritize those, but I have still kept working on things in the background. I just haven't been good at recording it. Sorry. It'll be late at night and I'm like in my pajamas, glasses on, and I'm like, I just don't feel like recording myself, but I want to work on my shop. So that's what I've been doing. I wanted to do a little check-in with what I've done. I've been messing around with my printer settings, trying to learn what gets the best results and what looks good and, how it looks on the paper that I bought. First up, I have this test print of my logo. This one is the first one that I did on normal setting, and then this one is when I changed the settings. I don't even know if you will be able to tell the difference on here, but I changed the settings, like the print quality, and changed it to best. And I can tell the difference that the colors look more rich on this one, and it printed slower. That's another thing I found out, is that the printer is very slow when I'm printing on cardstock with best quality. Next up, I also wanted to test out the scanner a little bit on the printer because I was really excited that I have a scanner. I was able to, after a few tweaks, get some really good results, but I wanted to see what that looked like printed out compared. So on here, and again, I'm doing this at night, so the lighting in here is crazy to be showing you this right now. I think I really prefer the original photo that I took and edited instead of the scan. Part of the issue with this scan is off to the side, it was blurry because I'm using a sketchbook, and so it was a little bit raised on one side, and I'm not exactly sure how to fix that. And if I'm getting good results with photographing my artwork anyways, why not keep doing it, And next up, I did the first of the 5x7 test prints that are going to be used for my product photos, and it was the little black cats. I love them so much. They're so silly and goofy. I love them. So I'm going to be doing more of these prints tomorrow because the 5x7 art prints are going to be going up on my shop as part of the update. I've also been a little nervous to share like the behind the scenes, I think, of some of this because I don't know about you guys, but like I just feel like people are gonna judge me and they're gonna be like, you didn't buy an $800 printer, so your stuff's gonna look terrible. because obviously I didn't get the top of the line printer. I'm balling on a budget and I'm just beginning. So, you know, we're doing the best that we can, and I still want to make high quality stuff for you guys. If I'm putting it on my shop, I want to feel confident in what I'm offering and that people are gonna buy it and they're gonna be happy with what they get. So that's been on my mind as well. I think that's also been part of why I've been a little scared to record the process of like printing, and you know, if things look bad, I'm scared to share that with you. But also that's like the point. That's why I want to record these videos, because it's real, you know? Anyways, that's where I'm at, and I think I've caught you all up. Like not much has happened, but it's just been a few days, and I've just done this like here and there when I've had time. So tomorrow though, I actually have time to work on this, and I'm super excited, and I will bring you along for the process. Art prints right now. I am printing out the 5x7 versions of things, and you know, really finding some interesting things happening on some of these. I don't know if it's my printer or my files, but some of the colors are not turning out right. And you know, every printer will be different, and that's why I include on my digital download files that, you know, you might see a variation in color, you know, based on the printer and the settings that you use. But some of these, in particular, the like pinks, the reds, the purples, just are not turning out super great. Like this one here, it's got some detail in it and like colors. Oh my God, you are so loud. Oh my God. Oh my God, it ran out of paper. I'm sorry, I was judging you. I'm so sorry, printer. I thought I gave you enough. Have some more paper. Here you go. I think I just canceled that accidentally. Sick. Okay. Anyway, this is probably for the best that it's not making noise while I'm chatting with you guys. Wow. But anyways, I was trying to say, I lost my train of thought. Here it is. Some of the colors are just not turning out quite right, and I need to do maybe some more test prints to see if it's my printer that's doing it or if it's my files that need some tweaking. Because right now, the difference between this and what I see on the screen for this same file is so different. Like, it printed some parts so dark that I'm losing detail, and I don't want that. I know that there's always going to be some, you know, variation of difference between what you see on a screen and what you see printed, but not to the level that it would cause you to lose detail. So, not all of them are bad though. Just a few of them. So, like for example, this one, completely different color. Like different worlds colors. On the screen it's more of like a pink magenta, and printed out it's like totally just purple. So weird stuff going on, but you know, they're looking really, really cool, really pretty. I'm so excited about them. And I need to send it to print again because I accidentally canceled it when I was reloading the paper, but I'm going to get that set back up because I am also printing out all of my swirls. And while it is finishing printing, because it's taking so long, I'm going to be taking a few extra photos of some artwork in my art journal that I want to add to this and add to my store. Like you guys all know, Little Guppy Star. I made it a friend. It's the wizard lizard. So I need to take a photograph of this, you know, edit it, make it look good, and get it ready for my shop. So that is what I'm going to be doing while the rest of these print. Original, and that is how it printed. So, oh, gosh, exposure on my camera. So I wanted to see, maybe it's just not converting the color space well when it prints, and that is definitely part of the problem, but that is still much lighter than how it printed. I know it's a screen, you're gonna have to bear with me here, but like, it shouldn't be printing this dark. And it's only certain ones that are doing this. So this is what I've done. I took like a scrap piece of paper. I got some doodles on the back, but I wanted to just print thumbnails of a couple different ones with different settings, like print settings in the print dialog, and see how that changed things. The first two, I used the same paper selection, but I changed it from best on the top to then normal in the middle. Didn't really make a difference. There's like a little bit of a better contrast on the top one, but really not solving the issue I was having with printing too dark. Then I changed the paper setting to just say, hey, it's just plain paper. Because I was telling it that it was like a high quality matte paper. Nope, plain paper. That solved my issue. Can you believe it? You would think selecting a better quality paper would get you better results, but I don't know, man. So, it is still doing some weird things. Like you can see the lightning bolt one, like, I don't know. That's doing some weird stuff where it's almost showing more contrast than it has. It's like almost too light. So, dude, I don't know. This is plain paper normal. Maybe I need to do plain paper best and see what that looks like. But anyways, I'm probably gonna have to reprint everything, but that's okay. We're learning. Okay, I've sent it to print one more time. I've just like scooched these rows down every time and reprinted it, like running the same paper through each time so that I get the different print results. And this one is plain paper best quality instead of plain paper normal. So let's see. It's printing way faster too, so like that solved that problem. Wow. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, that's it. That's the one. Wow, the difference between these is crazy. So, hey, okay. Going, but I did want to show you just one final update. So this is the first one that printed with the bad settings. This is where I finally figured out the correct settings. What a difference, okay? Literally two different, like two completely different things. You wouldn't even think they're the same files, but they are. So, literally the same files, I think is the craziest thing to me. Like I didn't edit the files between these two prints. Just goes to show, you do need to know what you're doing with your print settings. and I did not, but I'm learning as I go, and now I know more than I did yesterday. So I'm gonna let my printer finish up. I didn't get to the bookmarks yet, so I'm actually thinking those will need to get finished in the next video, because I actually need to get a new type of paper for the bookmarks. It's not as thick as I want my bookmarks to be, so I think we're gonna need a part 2. I think the launch date for the art prints and the bookmarks is going to be on September 10th, which is just a little under a week away. It'll be 4 days after I post this video, so that will give me a few extra days to keep working on finalizing the files. I have figured out my print settings and photographing everything. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm gonna keep working on this stuff though tonight, and I will see how far I get. I just finished up taking some photos of the art prints so that I can announce the launch, and I am loving how they look. It is so fun seeing my work printed out all together, and I have some fun plans for what I'm gonna do with these test prints. But I think I need to wrap up this video. I'm gonna have to make a part 2 for the bookmarks because I just didn't get to them this week. So if you are excited to see the behind the scenes process of that, stay tuned, because next week's video is going to be me figuring out everything I need to do for the bookmarks and actually launching all of this on my store. So I will be fitting in another long video next week, and I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys like this behind the scenes. I felt a little bit nervous filming some of it. You know, as a beginner, it's tough sometimes to put yourself out there and like expose yourself on the internet and be like, wow, look at me, like I printed all my things wrong. But hey, it's realistic, and that's why I want to document my journey and share it with you guys. So if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss next week's video on part 2 about the bookmarks and how the launch goes. So I will see you guys then. Bye!